they've introduced you, and you've had an upfront conversation with those COIs about how to have a highly effective business development relationship that is mutually beneficial to both parties. And you tell me, coach, are you kidding me? I've done that with, are you kidding me? I've had that conversation with the CPA, the lawyer, the tax attorney, the estate planning resource. These people are referring me. I've actually scripted them. They know how to communicate my message. They're not just giving people my name and number, coach. They're actually doing a handoff, right? I'm really working with a well-oiled machine of centers of influence because I've decided that way. You're a 10, right? A 1 would be, you are guilty. You are guilty of giving referrals to COIs and you're still waiting to get something back. What is that, right? But be honest with me. Where would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to leveraging that network that's right there? It's like you're standing on the back of a whale, but you're fishing for minnows, right? Let me ask you, where would you rate yourself? Let's say that, I don't know, maybe you're doing it pretty decently. Maybe you're a 5. Do you really want to leave 50% of that money on the table? What I'm saying is that as we go back to a new normal, or if we're in a second shutdown, it doesn't really matter. That in this environment, people are much more prone to wanting to meet new people through relationship. Let's face it, this has been a very interesting time, and it's only going to become more complicated. I'm not telling you, look, I teach seminars and webinars. I mean, I teach 34 different ways to prospect. I'm not at a loss for ways to prospect. In my first year as a cold caller, I did 400,000 in production in the early 80s. So if any of you have actually had the experience of building a business from scratch with cold calling, if you understand the metrics, you know that in the first year to do 400,000 at 23 years old, coming out of the ghettos of Brooklyn, let me tell you, I probably had and have some skills. At the same time, we're in an environment where we're seeing the greatest success is people who are well-trained, not just well-trained, who are executing that training at a very high level, typically under accountability, who are working their way through that network. In fact, if you were at the webinar that we had prior to this one, you heard one of our students who shared with you that over the course of the last 7 years, he's gone from 100 million in assets to 800 million in assets using this relationship-based approach. But again, you might say to me, well, coach, you know what? I gotta be honest with you. I feel like I'm begging when I ask for referrals. I gotta tell you, I've talked to CPAs and, candidly, they're always pursued by other individuals like me, and they think that we're maybe a dime a dozen. Heck, my own CPA doesn't refer me, right? And I actually pay this person to do my taxes. I want you to know, I got it.